his house. Evil lurking on the streets, his house.
Random black guy.
What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, here with a quick review for the film His House. His House is the newest flick from Netflix. And this time it's a horror flick. It's nice. And this film is directed by Remi. This film is starring Sope Dirisu and Wunmi Mosaku. And the plot of the film is that it's about a refugee couple that escapes from the war-torn of South Sudan. When they come to England, they pretty much struggle with adjusting the new life and a town that has evil lurking beneath the surface. This is the newest project from Netflix, and I'm gonna say this: I enjoyed this film for what it was. I think that this film is pretty enjoyable. And what I enjoy with this film is that we have, first of all, two great characters, Boy and Riali, something like that, by Wunmi Mosaku, who is on Lovecraft. She's becoming one of my new favorite actresses. She is freaking good. She was on the first season of what's it called again? End of the Fucking World. And she was great on that. I've seen her in a couple of more flicks. She is really good. So to see her in this film, I was like, yes, a little bit like that. But I like these characters. I think the characters are, first of all, they have a compelling backstory. Just to see what they came from, to come to a new country, a new place, who has so different culture what you have. That story alone is interesting, and to have all of that ghost elements, that the psychological aspect, that's another thing that adds to that story that's already interesting. And I enjoyed that so goddamn much. And just to see what they came from, losing people, seeing that, that is leaving scars. So to have that horror aspect, to know that something is weird with this town, it's just like, oh my god, I felt so sorry for these characters. And they are likable. They are so freaking likable because the acting was so great. So they really did a great job by selling this film. I freaking love them. I think that the biggest plus with this film is the acting. Also, I think the directing is great by Remi. I think that the directing to me is just he does a great job by making the house, playing around with the walls, and the way he plays around with the camera, doing 360 spins and stuff like that. It's even the zoom outs are it's just beautiful to see. And by having all of that, it adds to the story and this mystery. This is something paranormal within their house. It's oh my god, it's so freaking scary. Also the scares, man, the horror aspect of this film, great job. I thought that the first 30 minutes it had that Babadook style of terror horrors. Babadook overall, I think that it's not a gory horror film. It's more on the psychological aspect, and I think the film did a great job with that the first 20-30 minutes. But after that, it just became its own. To me, this is one of the better horror films of this year. I enjoyed this film a lot, and to know that this film is on Netflix, one of the backstories can be a little bit convoluted. Another thing that I was I wanted it to have a little bit more meat to its backstory. But except that, I think that I enjoyed this film overall. I had a blast watching it. This is not a gory horror flick. This is more a horror film that plays around with your mental state and your troubled past. Yeah, man, I enjoy watching this film. I don't want to spoil really this film because the twist I think is great, and I also think that the third act it does a great job by coming around to the beginning of the story of this film. So yeah, the more I think about this film, the more I really enjoy this film. Yeah, my rating of His House, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, man. I enjoyed this film. This is one of the better films of 2020 and also one of the better horror films. If you want to see the typical generic gore horror flick, then don't see this film. If you want to see a film that really goes into the nitty-gritty of the psyche of a person and also a troubled backstory and what a troubled past can happen with a person, then watch this film. This is great, man. I like the symbolism, I like the metaphor, and I like the message of this film. So 4 out of 5 for His House. Anyways, guys, what do you think about His House? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Write your comments down below and let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Cat, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, and that was my review for the film His House. Until next time, guys, I'm gonna be out there. Peace.
Random Black Guy.